Welcome back to Kingdoms 1212, friends. As you can see, our Templar army has had some time to recuperate, not to mention that I've actually purchased some additional units. The one concerning thing, and I'm not sure what to do about it yet, but that is that our friend Amalric here has some wavering loyalty issues, and that can never be good. So we might just disband him, but we do still need a general here, obviously, so he's going to have to fulfill that role. And I am going to go straight for a Hamburg. So, pretty much cutting through. It looks like it'll be an easy steal. Again, you never really know in this game. But I'm going to go ahead and just get started. All we need are ladders. I don't typically take anything else. We're going to ignore Roskilde for now. But let's hope that breaking through Hamburg is easy. Because we're actually hemorrhaging money very quickly. In fact, if there's a chance to get a protectorate here, I might take that chance. If there's a chance to turn this into one of our vassals, I might just do that. We've got Roskilde and a city to the north here, which will probably be their capital. Let's see.
There are not enough funds in your treasury to build anything.
So see, wavering loyalty once again. Not very good. And I think just to be totally safe, it's better to disband this guy. Let's just do that. How do we disband him? And at least this way, hopefully, he can't be much of an issue. Also, we won't be hemorrhaging money anymore. And let's get right into Hamburg. No need to actually fight this battle. We're going to win it by overwhelming odds. There we go. Decisive victory, just as I expected. Into the city we go. And our choices are loot and occupy, sack, or occupy. Again, we are going to occupy. We're not going to try to loot it. We're actually going to see if we can't get these people turned over to our side. That would be, of course, ideal. The repair cost. We don't match the repair cost yet. Hopefully we will match it soon. And next turn, our army should be ready to go. As you can see, they're already raising forces here. Now, raiding income is nice, but we haven't done much raiding. I want to go for the steady, the morale boost. And we also want to go for the militia... No, not the militia drilling. What's wrong with me? Not the marksman either. The noble commander focus. Because we do have quite a lot of very expensive knights. So after this, we'll go for Aarhus. Or maybe we'll just go ahead and skip Aarhus and go straight for Roskilde. Alright, let's end it. I think we're also going to get technology by the end of the turn. Which is always good news. So the Danes want a peace treaty. Interesting. This is the second time they've offered us one. I'm going to see if we can get a counter offer. If they will be our vassals, we'll accept this peace treaty.
Peace, honestly forged between men, is a worthy thing. What say you?
I want to see who their allies are. And here's why. Because let's say we accept this peace treaty right now, right? They're going to have Jutland and Svetland over there. But we could go for the Duchy of Greater Poland and then go for the Yotvingians, these pagans. And we could unify the entire Teutonic Order. I'm going to accept this. They know that we can dominate them whenever we feel like it. We've beaten them twice, and at this point, let's just consider Hamburg a sort of border city. If they attack, we'll be ready to launch from here. But I think we have to consider very, very soon trying to raise another army. The problem, again, with the Teutonic Order is their armies are ridiculously expensive. All glory to the new Pope. Unfortunately, the Fifth Crusade failed. We wouldn't know. We didn't really do much there. But what I wanted to see is if we could repair some of these buildings. Let's repair them. As for the walled city, I think we're actually going to have to convert this. But for now, let's get the fairground repaired. Just everything we can, really. The muster grounds. It's a Catholic chapel. That's good. That's good. They're thinking properly. And I am going to leave here, guys. Go to Stralsund. From here, I'm going to decide probably to attack Poznan and shut down the Duchy of Lesser Poland once and for all. As for the new technology, so we just researched the city charters. Advanced castle architecture looks good, but I think the most important thing right now is going to be the windmill. This way we can actually get the wheat farm going and really bring in some much needed grain. The fact is we are in northern Europe, so grain is not as easy to come by here. And here we go, our Governor Emund. So I'm going to give him the bureaucrat skill. And the builder skill. All of this being done basically, guys, just to lower the costs over here. We'll put Amalric as a statesman in Pomerania. And for Holstein, all I want them to do is focus on construct rural wayhouses. So pretty much increase the merchant class here and hopefully bring in some more of an income. Alright, guys, it's going to be straight for, again, for fully unify the Teutonic Order. Let's hope they don't have any serious allies, because I want this war to go by without much of a hitch. You can see also why Denmark accepted or asked for that peace treaty. At Roskilde, they have a very small army. We could have easily taken Roskilde and just shut them off at Aros, but I think this is the better approach. Let's just try to keep things diplomatic. All right, Constance, a member of your family has sired an illegitimate daughter. That is just unacceptable. And look at this, guys. Rumor has it that this man is plotting to assassinate a member of your family. There is little proof, but if you do not act, the consequences could be dire. The problem here is our control is already really, really low. But also, this would lower the influence for Herman. And we need Herman, so I'm going to prepare. We can't allow that to happen, guys. He's our best general, and the fact that he would, I don't know if he's the one being killed or trying to kill others, it just wouldn't work out well for us. So it looks like we might have to wait one more turn. Otherwise, we'll have to deal with the winter. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to fortify. Let that income continue to roll in because we desperately need it. And if we get into like several thousand, 5,000, 6,000, then I would feel comfortable raising a new army. But I'm thinking that our secondary army is going to have to either be smaller, but with still very strong elite units, or we're going to have to build a large army of very weak units. So pretty much just the spear levies. But the spear levies here for the Teutonic Order, they're good, man. They're really, really good. Alright, devotion. The man is grateful for your aid during a recent political intrigue. So it was Herman. I'm sorry, Herman. Amalric was saved. Herman was trying to kill him. We love Herman, but we can't have him just going around murdering whoever he feels like. Guys, let's attack them. Declaring war. They have no defenders, and it's time to subjugate the Duchy of Lesser Poland. Look at that beautiful armor. They've got General Christian there. It's actually their king. They've also got a bunch of Templar knights and Hospitalier knights. So we're going to be fighting guys that are on our own class in terms of actual armor, etc. But thankfully we outnumber them. Then again, they are defending the city. It could go either way. Let's see what happens, folks. Poznan, we've been so kind to all the cities we've taken. I feel this might be the city that we can sack, loot, raise, whatever. But we're going to get some gold out of the city to jumpstart our economy. It's now or never, and I'm not letting my boys stay out in the snow. Let's do it! It looks like we're going to be fighting in the fog. Okay, thank goodness. Here we go, folks. Let's make this happen. Up those walls.
Today, we attack.
As you can see, guys, we are going all the way around this castle with these ladders. Hopefully, we shut them down instantly. I actually think that our odds are pretty damn good, but maybe that's just me. A lot of ladders to push all the way up. Best of luck, boys. Wonder if there's anything we could do with our cavalry units. I don't think so. And one weird thing, which it's a little strange to be fighting with it, about the Templars is just the fact that they lack bowmen almost entirely. I mean, yeah, they've got some crossbows, but overall, not really much in terms of bowmen, unless we decide to change that, which I'm fine with right now. There's no reason to take all these other ladders over there, so we're going to drop our boys from those ladders and get these spears ready. These peasants better be good for something. And I'll tell you something, the Levy Spearmen are actually a damn strong unit. So here we go, pushing forward. I'm going to keep my cavalry back for now, although as you guys know, we could dismount cavalry units in this mod and climb the walls. We're not going to do that, though. We're going to keep it fair. Kind of. Oh, man. They've got a lot of defenders, and those knights are looking pretty vicious, but I just want our guys to make it to the walls first. Once they make it to the walls... Oh, wait a minute! Actually sending out... Wow, okay. They're actually sending out cavalry. We're gonna have to drop one of the ladders. Might have to drop more than one, but we'll focus all of our fire on that cavalry, and we're sending in some heavy melee infantry to take them on. Got some cavalry on the way, some Ritterbrüders. Don't worry, boys. Yes, look at those arrows coming in. These medieval battles alone, this is why, and let me know in the comments if you think this is a good idea, because we get views on these campaign videos, but we don't get nearly as many views on the campaign videos as we do on standard battles. Some of these standard battles, people may never even watch the video, and if they did, they would see what they're missing. These are insane fights. So if you think I should be making some standard battle videos as well, let me know, guys. Let's get up there. There we go. Our cavalry are in, but we don't really need them at this point. We could actually pull them back. Try to save their numbers there. Let's pull back. Now, what I didn't notice until I was actually in the battle setup phase is they have, I think it's 1,100, and maybe more than 1,100. In any case, they have a garrison army, which usually is just militia units, but nonetheless, it's going to make our job a little bit more difficult. Oh, boy. Get back on. Get back on the ladder. Alright, not bad. Levy Spearmen are doing an okay job here. And with the addition of the medium melee infantry, our Samlanders, hopefully this will be even easier. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's see if they're back on. Yeah, we might as well just send these guys right up the wall. But look at that. Look at that. Now we need to start bringing the rest of the men over. Let's charge. Charge. The Fuschnicht Axemen. Alright, let's hit them right there where it counts. Here we go. And there we go, the dismounted Templar Knights. That's not going to be easy to deal with. We're going to need to break through with a few more of our units. I hope this doesn't end up being our first loss here. Because we've done incredibly well as the Teutonic Order. But that could change. Let's go for the Polish Knights. Yeah, the men are wavering for sure. There's just so many of the enemy here. We might bring Hetman up. I don't usually risk his life like this, but let's bring him up. And with these cavalry... Damn, our boys over here are still getting shot at. We are going to send in the mounted sergeants. Because we're losing a lot of men right there in that fight, as you can see. A lot of men. It looks like that levy line is finally breaking, unfortunately. I knew those levy spearmen were not the best unit in the world. We're gonna have to go for the Hospitaliers. We have to fight the Hospitaliers. Get up there, boys. Get up there. Hermann has arrived. Let's see if he can use his second wind skill here for one of the spearman units. Alright. Okay, looking pretty good for Hermann. And look at that. The rest of the enemy knights are running over here to deal with us. We could get a nice flank charge on either of these angles, but I think we should do it over here because there's just so many enemies. Show no mercy! Those beautiful Teutonic shields. Yes! Can't believe the Fuschknecht are still fighting these spearmen here. Okay, I do see some wavering on the enemy line. That's promising. But look at that, man. These guys are so annoying. The mounted crossbowmen.
The enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
You don't say. Man, I really don't want to retreat. I really don't want to retreat. I'm going to go for a charge against these axemen and see if we can break them. Got to give it to the Duchy of Lesser Poland. They have some pretty incredible fighters. There we go. We have broken the axemen. Now let's see if we can break the Templar Knights. That's going to be the tougher part. Kill them. Kill the Polish Knights. Finally, we drove them away, and what I'm going to do is actually try to capture that tower, because it can just continually fire on our units, and we can't allow that. We almost have that second wind skill again. Now the question is, do we want to send Hermann over the walls, maybe as payment for his attempt to assassinate one of the other members of the Order? I don't know. I think we've got to just hold our position. Send in the spears. Can't believe those guys have actually gone all the way out to chase the enemy. We might as well take that tower too. Man, those knights, the Hospitaliers, are so damn good. I'm trying to get a closer view. There we go. They are the ones clad in the black armor and the white crosses. I wish they would work for us. Alright. Look at that. Polish knights are breaking. Tower's still not under our control, but it's nearly about to crumble. And I think at this point, we can just grab the rest of our units and roll right in. Man, I thought our other battles were vicious. This might beat them all.
The tower has fallen.
Yes! There we go. Poland is ours! Still plenty of crossbowmen, guys, but of course we're going to run right up the center now. All the way to victory. We'll even bring in Hermann for this one. He deserves to be part of the glory. Oh, that's right. We don't control the gate yet. Ah, okay. I see what you did there, game. We're about to control it. Looks like they're finally breaking. And of course, the Templars are the last to hold. We'll try to shut them down right now, but man, we got to give it to the Templars and to the Hospitalier Knights. Brave men. Brave men. Maybe just because of that, I won't slaughter the entire city. Because that was a show of bravery there to the end. They're still fighting. Though I don't think they'll withstand this attack. There we go. It's ours.
Tower is no more. Our walls are under attack.
Send in the Ritterbruder. And send in Hermann himself. What do you guys think? Should we make Hermann our heir? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if this is like medieval, we can actually make the General Hermann our heir instead of our actual son. Considering that we are the Teutonic Order, the whole thought of royal families should be, you know, something kind of far from our minds, I think. But then again, since our goal was gonna be, and I still don't know if this is a goal I'm gonna shoot for, because I don't know if I could play this many, this many rounds, but our goal was initially going to be just getting to Empire level, in which case we would want a royal family, of course. But I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Do we make Hermann, who deserves truly to be the head of the order for all the work he's done? Do we make him our next king, or do we make my son our next, sorry, not king, Grand Master? Tear down the walls. The great thing about our armies as well is with that heavy armor, you know, quite a few of them end up surviving in the battle, even if they do get knocked unconscious. And that means that the skill level of these units just grows and grows and grows and grows. And I just think that's great. This will lead us, hopefully, to a glorious win. Charge. There's King Christian himself, and you know what? I'm gonna bring the spearmen back to attack him, because that will be the center of town right there. It's time for Hermann to be a hero. I was trying to go for the worst pun possible. I think I win. Here we go. All of our knights. All of them shall charge. The last stand of King Christian. And the crazy thing is we're not done with Poland yet. Yes, we might have destroyed the Duchy of either Greater or Lesser Poland. I think this is the Duchy of Lesser Poland. But either they'll have another city, or there will be another either Duchy of Greater or Lesser Poland that's its own separate kingdom. It's not a subject of this King Christian here. So the second we break through, the second we take this city, I believe we have very little to worry about for quite a while. Make sure that those swordsmen know what they're fighting for. What are those? Are there those peasants? There are peasants approaching. The enemy general is dead. The enemy king is dead, more like. We'll parade his body around the city and then hang him from the nearest wall. We've done our job. Victory is ours, but he is a fellow Catholic. And somebody did mention in the previous videos that it's very important that we don't completely subjugate the Catholics, or don't slaughter them, basically, or else the Pope will look at us with disfavor. Including their king, and we only have 8 spearmen units, and possibly one of our Smolensk units, the swordsman. I hope not, though. Bow before the order. That's it, folks. A close victory. So, again, loot and occupy. We could even subjugate them. This is an option, to have a little puppet state nearby. Looting and occupying would jumpstart our economy, though. Let's subjugate. We can let our economy grow on its own. They're going to have to pay us tribute, either way. And I think this is just an easy way to get around the necessity of holding an additional city. But tell me what you guys think. Did you think that was a mistake, or do you think we made the right decision? And finally, answer that question. Are we going to make Hermann our faction heir, or do we want to continue? In fact, is Hermann already our faction heir? I'm about to feel really stupid. Yes, he is. Sorry. What was the general? Oh, did he die? That was no. That's right. We dismissed him. So never mind. I believe the general was Amalric, but we're not going to worry about him right now. So Hermann is our heir here. Now the question is, we could start a new general, a stronger general, and perhaps make him our heir. Although what I'm thinking is we'll take Conrad and give him an army. He's currently a governor, so I might actually have to remove him from governorship. Not sure if that's going to piss him off, but what difference does it make? So I think that's going to be our option now, is make my son the leader of our upcoming army. And you can see our economy is doing pretty well right now, but that's also because this army's been pretty badly beaten up. Let me just jump over here and quickly see if we can even do that now. Raise forces. It's Amalric, right? And we can even reinstate the legacy of an existing army, which is really cool. That's right, he was killed at the beginning. I think it was Karl or something. Okay, so we're going to have to take him out of the governorship for sure. And maybe even take him out of the Castellan role. You know what? Maybe we could just make him... I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Should we keep Hermann, or should we keep Conrad, I should say, over here in a sort of diplomatic role? Or should we be sending him to lead his own army like his father? Let me know in the comments down below. And look at that. Our control is wavering. We've got to do something about that. So actually, let me see if there's a way to raise control. Embezzle funds. Gather support. Yeah, definitely going to gather support for Hermann. Last thing we need right now is a civil war. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Whatever you can do really helps us out. Take care, my friends.